This is St. Joseph's Orphanage, and it is one of the most horrible places on earth. In 1944, a nun pushed a child out of a high window. Sally Dale, a resident at the orphanage, recalled the event. She remembers right after she saw the body bounce off the floor, a nun pulled her by her ear and said, "You have an active imagination." Now, if I'm being blunt, this only scratches the surface of the horrible things that happened at St. Joseph's Orphanage in Burlington, Vermont. And as I'm sure we're all familiar with today, the Catholic Church has spent a lot of time and a lot of money covering up their not-so-holy past. During a 1996 lawsuit against the St. Joseph's Orphanage, 28 former residents stirred up a case against the nuns, diocese, and social agencies that oversaw the orphanage. The former residents recalled not knowing their age, birthday, siblings, or even their names, as they were stripped of their former selves as they passed through the orphanage doors. People who grew up in St. Joseph's said that they were made to kneel or stand for hours. They were locked in closets in tight spaces, essayed, and they were even told that their relatives didn't want them anymore and they were permanently separated from their other siblings. And trust me, the abuse and cruelty didn't stop there. For decades, Sally Dale, like so many other children of St. Joseph's, avoided speaking out about what really happened there. And not only was this case rough for the victims to relive their trauma and their experience there, but the legal effort was brutal and lasted years. But to end it all, the most frustrating thing about this case was no one was criminally charged. The statute of limitation for a criminal charge for abuse done to a child who is now an adult is 6 years. And for the nun in the beginning who pushed a child out of a window, the event happened well over 6 decades ago, and there's no evidence to stand on, so the case was sadly dismissed.